Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MYEC. We will take a look at the daily time frame. I do not believe I've ever done this one before, so it's always nice to get a new one in the mix here. But had a bunch of questions come in on this one over the past couple days, so definitely want to get things updated here. Lots of people are talking about it, so rightfully so. Interesting chart. Today was not the best day, but as far as the overall chart is concerned, everything's still fine, and I'll explain what I mean by overall chart here when we talk about some support levels. In terms of resistance levels, the action is not very shocking at all, and I'll show what I mean by that. Especially today's action, it hit a very common level of resistance. But first, let's just start off with some support levels. Now, there's a few different ways you could look at this, but you will see that all the prices kind of end up in the same exact area. So the first one is just simply by drawing a trend line like this. We'll make this thick because it is an important area of support. And this is just measuring the higher lows. You can obviously see that the price finally bottomed out there. And then on this pullback low, it was right here. So in order to put in a new higher low, the price is going to need to stay above this trend line here. Another way you could look at the supports is going back and using this level right here. You can see during this pullback where it bottomed out on April 9th, it hit a low of 002, and then today's low was also 002, so that's right where it found support. So this is another area of support that you would ideally like to see hold. Now this level is not as important at this level because it could still obviously drop below this and put in a higher low, and the higher low is the key thing for the overall chart. Now if you're a day trader or something, you bought up here, then you have a whole different strategy, but this video is being done from the perspective of a longer term type trade. So the overall chart, as long as the price can remain above there, is important, but this level here is definitely an ideal level, meaning ideally if the price can hang above 002, that would be better than obviously dropping down there, but it could still drop down there. As long as it puts in that higher low, then things are still fine. Now in terms of resistance levels, the reason I said today's action wasn't too shocking is we have this purple line up here, and this is the 50-day simple moving average, and this is a very common level of support when the price is above this, or if it's below it, like it was in this case, a very common area of resistance. And you can see it literally went right up there and got rejected right by it. So 0063 is the level of this moving average, and that was the high of today. So 0063 is that level of resistance that going forward, the price will want to get through. But with a break of that, then nothing up until up here in the, whoops, let's try that again. Nothing up here till about looks like the mid 7. So a nice potential for a continued move with a break of that 50-day simple moving average. So get through here, and then the next level is not until this area. And then from there, it's basically blue sky breakout from there. But overall, nice looking chart, and it'll remain a nice looking chart as long as the price remains above this uptrend line right there. So if there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, you will get a free ebook. And if you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about how to use charting in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click down there and look at our video course, over 8.5 hours of education and teaching. Been getting great third-party reviews. So I'd encourage you to make an investment into your education as a trader and check it out. One more time, this was MYEC. Thanks for listening.